Standing 7'1", number 6, Shaquille O'Neal. At center, standing 7'1", number 13, Wilt Chamberlain. At shooting guard, standing 6'6", number 8, Kobe Bryant. At small forward, standing 6'9", number 33, Larry Bird. At the other guard position, standing 6'9", number 11, Magic Johnson. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Lakers.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr with Doris Burke on our sideline. They'll play this one here in Los Angeles before the Lakers head back to the road. This is their first chance this season playing the Jazz. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
Well, they split the season series a year ago. These two teams were very evenly matched.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Bill Laimbeer. Lucas is out there with Hudson. Then there's Monroe. And it's Ginobili in at the 2 spot. Here's Hudson. Back to Monroe. Ginobili outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Shot is off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Both of them would love to surprise people. Maybe work their way up into contention for one of the lower seeds.
You're right. They'd like to, but neither team has fared well at all in this conference. They've both pretty much been bottom feeders.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. Monroe. The rebound by Johnson.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
They are locked and loaded early. 3 for 3.
It's been a slow start here for Utah. 6-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And that game, guys, was really a perfect example of how important your bench can be. I thought the reserve production was really the key.
Exactly. That was where a lot of their scoring came from. It was a big game for the backups.
Yeah, the referees all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back. For years, the Jazz have been one of those teams that always finish near the top in team fouls, but last year they kind of shook that stigma.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, it's a little bit of a silver lining for how they struggled, but the Jazz were right in the middle of the pack for fouls in what is usually a problem area for them.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Los Angeles on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Tell you what, the fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. It was a battle, and a really gritty win for that club, Clark.
Tell you what, Steve, they saved their best for last that day. A lot of toughness on display in that overtime.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Well, you wonder with the Jazz, Clark, less fouls this last year, but also their defense took a step backward as well.
You know, their defense didn't have the same bite. and it might have been connected to them picking up fewer fouls, but I would say they are both a result of this group just not being as aggressive and locked in on defense as they need to be.
And the Jazz making a change here. Mahinmi's checked in for Lambier. Johnson comes in for Lucas. Ellis is checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Monroe. And Bird gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Bird's got his second basket of the night.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Jackson kicks to Mahinmi. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. No good from Hudson.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Here is Bryant. Shaq with a screen on Hudson. Launches it. And Kobe Bryant hits from deep.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And here's Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Seven seconds left to play here in the first. Johnson, that's for two. No good on that last second attempt there. And we reach the end of the beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
And the difference to this point has been defense. This club has really gotten after it, and that's what's gotten them this lead.
Well, there's nothing that's gone up that hasn't been contested so far.
Chamberlain is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Magic Johnson. Then it's Bird. And it's Kobe in at the two guard. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Now here's Bird. He had 22 points in the win against Sacramento. Kobe, the pass to Chamberlain. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Chamberlain got the lead back up to 7 now for the Lakers. So it's the Jazz now. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. A different look for Utah. Lambeer's checked in for Mahinmi. Ginobili comes in for Ellis. And Monroe subbed in for Reggie Jackson. So it's Utah now. They trail by 7. Singler dishes to Ginobili. And Singler kicks to Monroe. 5 to shoot. Rebound the Lakers. Shaq's got his third rebound tonight. Los Angeles leading by 7. The feed to Bryant. Johnson with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Pass to Chamberlain. On the wing, Bryant. And stolen by Singler. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Bird against Ginobili. Back to Singler. Passes to Monroe. 6 on the shot clock. From the line. And he knocks down the jumper. Monroe's got his first basket of the night.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on him.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In third, the Lakers.
Seemed like they went through stretches, guys, where they just didn't miss from beyond the arc, and that carried those numbers right up to the top of the list.
Lakers leading by 5. Bird a screen on Monroe. Johnson with it. Now Monroe defending. Shot's good from Bird.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Now here's Lucas. Knocked loose. And here's the break. Here's Bird. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. First trip to the line for him here.
Lakers, Larry Bird. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Bird. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Mahinmi's checked in for Lambier. Johnson comes in for Lucas. Hudson's checked in for Singler. And it's Ellis in for Manu Ginobili. Bird hits them both.
You know, it's no secret that the Lakers were really terrible last year. There's no other way to say it. Everything that could have gone wrong actually did. Murphy's Law on full display.
Now here's Ellis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clock at 6. Stolen by Bird. Fast break. The Lakers. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Hudson.
Look at the numbers for Larry Bird. He's got 8 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It shows you what an intelligent defender he can be on the ball. He really understands the game.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Lucas is out there with Hudson. Then there's Bill Lambier. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Monroe in at the point guard.
Well, you know, for the last couple of seasons, we've seen the Lakers really struggle with injuries to their star players, and it shed a less than flattering light on the team's bench depth. It's forced guys to step into roles that perhaps they aren't quite ready to handle.
And he knocks down the first one. And some feel the Lakers, Steve, failed to really address their bench depth, whether in the draft or free agency.
Well, you know, generally they've had success with broad strokes. I mean, acquiring star players over the years. But with the new salary restrictions, it takes away a lot of the advantage that the Lakers have had over the years. So this may be a new era for this franchise in terms of team building.
And Hudson drops them both. Well, a major downfall for a young team is often getting road wins, and that was tough for the Jazz last year.
So tough, in fact, Kevin, they were the worst in the West when it came to road wins.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Here's Monroe. The pass to Hudson. Back to Monroe. Out to the wing. This one for 3. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Hudson.
Jazz were the worst in the West last year on the road, as you mentioned. Only 9 wins in all. They really showed their youth and inexperience at times.
Now here's Bryant. Free throw line jump shot. Drained for 2 points. Bryant's got 5 now. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Going on the road with the team the Jazz had last year was really difficult because they would struggle to find a player to lean on late in games. When you can't get easy points on the road from somebody, you're going to struggle exactly the way the Jazz did. You need that player that can not only score and create for others, but get to the foul line as well.
And the Jazz with some changes. Kyle Singler comes in for Hudson. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Monroe. Lucas kicks to Singler. Ginobili outside. The dish now to Jackson. 5 on the clock. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, Quinn Snyder this season taking over as head coach of the Utah Jazz. Snyder said the fit is terrific. He loves player development. Certainly a nice compliment to this young roster. Snyder's road in the coaching ranks has been a winding one, but he said the adversity he's faced has made him a better coach and a better person. Gentlemen,
his time has come, Doris. All the makings of a great coach. Thank you. And the Jazz with some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Lambeer. Johnson comes in for Lucas. And it's Ellison for Singleton. 56 seconds left to play here in the third.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
Johnson goes in. Rebound, Utah.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Johnson, the pass to Mahinmi. Johnson against Johnson. Ginobili outside. Shot clock at 6. Up and in from the low block. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Ellis against Bryant. He kicks to Johnson. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
Game right here.
They've got Kobe. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Johnson, and it's Bird in at the small forward. That's the Laker 5. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've just continued to shoot well.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Pass to Hudson. Back to Ellis. Lets it go from 11. No good from Hudson.
Now, slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
Monroe against Johnson. Monroe outside. Passes it to Hudson. Unloads. Right through the cylinder that time. All net.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. I mean, I think they came out with some tired legs to start, but they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
And he gets it to go. 9 points for Johnson.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Monroe outside. Pass to Hudson. Again, the Jazz score.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
And here's Bird from the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Utah calls timeout. They're losing by 10. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Here's check in for Utah. Lucas comes in for Amir Johnson. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder was saying to his team. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful. But they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
Chamberlain against Hudson. Johnson over to help. Poked away. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Johnson against Monroe. Hudson the pass to Lucas. 2 on the clock. And there's another one for the Jazz.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
The drive by Monroe. Kobe with the steal. Johnson outside. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Bird against Hudson. Chamberlain kicks to Bird. They double-team Bird. And here is Los Angeles now. 3 on the clock. Here's Chamberlain. Offensive rebound. Shaq kicks to Kobe. Feeds it to Bird. O'Neal dishes to Bird. Back to Shaq. And so the Lakers take